Alright everyone, welcome to my Animal Crossing New Horizons review. I didn't make one because I made that rant video a long time ago and thought, I already made a review on this game, but I didn't because I was kind of mad at the time and I didn't really go into detail on what I liked and disliked. I mostly just said what I disliked. So yeah, I think we can do a real review today and I don't know, subscribe, like, and let's just jump into it. This is probably one of the best Animal Crossing games gameplay-wise because they took everything that people wanted and liked, and most of what people wanted. They did take away some things like Blathers, but they let you play stuff outside. They gave you a whole lot like bigger island. They gave you different stories on your island. They gave you like a lot of freedom, and that's kind of what Animal Crossing is about, I think. And it's really fun to just be able to do whatever you really want, craft your or build your store. And then I love the crafting stuff. Like, that's a really cool idea to have, especially on a deserted island. I love the phone because it's like everything you kind of need to go and do stuff. Like, sorry, that wasn't a great description. I like the phone because you can just really have everything you need in one spot and not really disrupt the flow of the game. Like, you're not going to a bunch of different buildings and a town plaza to go find, like, oh, what is this? What is this? How do I redeem this? Like, you had to go... There was, like, kind of a Nook Miles ticket type thing in the other games. Sorry if you can hear the rain. And in Animal Crossing New Leaf, and you had to go to the town plaza to get the cat machine, I think it was what it's called. Like, you do Nook Miles type stuff, and then you go redeem your tickets at the plaza. Now you can just do it on your phone. You can look at all your DIY recipes on your phone. You can look at all your emotes from a little emote wheel, which that's not on your phone, but it's still cool. You can get your Island Designer app out on your phone. Like, I can almost assure you that if it was in previous games, it would have been a, hey, go talk to Isabelle so that she will let you use the Island Designer thing. But now you can do that on your own. So I really like the freedom in this game. I like the wandering NPCs, like Chip, as you can see on screen right now. I like the Nook Miles achievements. They're all pretty nice and quick to get done. Or not. They start off quick and then they get a little more and more hard. But it's still really nice to have just an extra currency to be able to do more fun things with. So yeah, let's move on to the DIY/item crafting section. I don't know how Nintendo did it, but they managed to do island resource stuff and DIY really well, other than repeat recipes, because those get really annoying and you can't store them. But I will say, if you have one Switch in your family and you're multiple people trying to play on it and you gotta share the resources, I don't know that pain. That sounds like a pain that no one should have to endure, and they should. I don't think they're gonna do it now, but they should have added two players or two different islands per Switch. That would have been nice. Why is my dog barking at the door? I will be right back. But yeah, the DIY recipes are super fun. I like going around each morning and finding my island resources. I mean, in the trees and stuff, so it's not really that special, but it's still fun. And I enjoy the star shows because it feels like everything you work for with material leads to getting a DIY that you want. So that's fun. I like the events that are having DIY entwined with them now. That's pretty cool. And that's pretty much all I have for the DIY section. Honestly, this game nailed customization. Like, island and character customization is super fun in this game. You can go into the changing room, get cool outfits, get going, and you can see what they look like before you have to like actually officially put them on, which I like a lot more than in old Animal Crossing games where you'd have to guess what it looks like by the name, and I don't think it had colors on the name, so that sucked. And then with the island, you can literally terraform your island. You can add real paths that you can't accidentally press Y to swipe away. You can do a whole lot that you couldn't do in the previous games. You can add rivers, destroy rivers, just do like whatever you want, and it's really nice. And that's most of what I like for the game. I'll put my criticisms in the criticism section, which is up next. Yeah. This is one of the worst Animal Crossing games in terms of dialogue, and yeah, just like dialogue and a lot of the old Animal Crossing charm isn't really here, like Froggy Chair. So dialogue, I'm not gonna explain Froggy Chair. Dialogue isn't that good in this game. Like, you'll be repeating within the first 2 weeks, and the events aren't very great. Like, I'm not gonna pretend that all the old Animal Crossing events were great, but these ones just didn't feel as good. Like, it didn't feel like an upgrade. I keep saying feel. No, the way I looked at it was like, it's decent when it's compared to the old Animal Crossing games, the events. But when you think about the fact that it's supposed to be an upgrade, then it's kind of like, oh dang, well, these events aren't that great for an upgrade. Which I get, like, you're not going to change Christmas completely or Toy Day. You're not going to change it completely, but you could just have some upgrades. And then quality of life stuff like fish bait sucks to craft, I hate it, but it's super useful. And then there are too many sea bass, but that's not really a big problem. It's just a lot of quality of life stuff, like, again, crafting in bulk, buying at the Able Sisters in bulk. So basically, in the Able Sisters, which is the clothing shop for anybody who doesn't know this game, you can go into the changing room and make an outfit, like, and see what you're putting on in there without buying it. But you can't buy more than one item in there like one piece of the set in there at a time. So, like, if I saw a shirt that I really like and I wanted it in red, blue, and green, I couldn't buy it in red, blue, and green in one go. I'd have to come out with red, or I'd have to buy red, send it to my storage box, or just wear it if I wanted. Talk to Able again, go back in, do it again, instead of just being like having a bag option where you could put stuff in the bag and then you could just buy it all bulk. So yeah, it's a lot of like stuff that just kind of slows down the game. Like, I'm not going to talk about the day-by-day stuff because I do like that, even though I don't really, well, I appreciate that it's there even though I don't really use it. I've started using it recently, just kind of chilling to Animal Crossing and not trying to time skip so aggressively. So yeah, it's a fun game, and on to the conclusion part. I don't want to say how I feel about it completely yet. Alright, to finish the video, I think I will give this game a 8 out of 10. It's a pretty fun game. I'll probably play it for a long time, but it's been out for almost a year, and we've had most of the large events, so I thought now's a good time to create the review, just so that I've experienced pretty much everything. My dog's growling at my other dog. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. I enjoyed making it, and I will see you in the next video.